Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ricky Analog here, StockTraders.net. Gonna do a trade recap, and you're lucky because I was not gonna do one, and then it hit me. There was a lesson to take away from this, so let's get into it, guys. As always, it's only for informational and educational purposes. This is not a solicitation to trade. Trading is risky, as if you didn't know that, right? Make sure you do your own due diligence. I am not a licensed financial advisor by any means. So let's get into it, guys. The first thing I want to show you is not the trade I really want to discuss, but it does help lay the context for what I want to talk about. So this was Monster. It was an early trade that I actually took. I was up a little bit on it. I think I locked in half, and then the other half I had to take off when it broke highs. And I'm happy I didn't end up fighting it. But the thought process was, if you want to look at the daily chart, this was a breakdown, and it looked like it was going to lose the psychological level of 50. And I love when stocks break down on bad earnings and lose a psych level like that. So I was very eager to play this as a fade, but you got to listen to the price action. Locked a little in, but when it broke highs, I was gone. I think I was actually small red on the trade because I think the part that I locked in was a bit less. Let's see if I can slide back here. I think it was a bit less than the loss that I took on the second half of it. But there was another trade that was setting up, and it was similar, and I was watching them for the exact same thing. We had Monster losing 50 on a breakdown of earnings, and you had WYNN, WYNN, which was losing the psychological 100 level. And I was going to play both of them as fades. And you can see I didn't put a trade on WYNN till like 11 a.m. And what's funny is because I had the loss on Monster, it made something in my brain flip on that said, look, idiot, if something doesn't want to lose the psychological level, if it decides to reclaim it and hold it, maybe it's not a short. And lo and behold, WYNN was doing the same thing Monster did, just it took it a little bit longer. But you can see it pushed up, it reclaimed 100. And then I had already took the small hit on Monster, and I said, you know what? Let's not be an idiot. Let's learn from our mistakes in real time and put on a trade with WYNN and see what we can do. And sure enough, WYNN pulled back right to the 5-minute 20, and it was also right at that psychological 100 level. And I put it on. I put it on at 102 cents, and my stop was going to be under this low here, which was 84. And I actually was going to stop out at 99.82, I think was my hard stop. And at one point, it looked like it was going to wash. And all of a sudden, it caught a bid. And I knew, there was a trend line. I am not actually very familiar with drawing anything on the charts with DOS yet. I only use it for my executions. But you can see this trend line right here that if you can imagine where my arrow is going. I had drawn that trend line. I said, you know what, if that breaks, and if we clear this 160 level, I think it's going to pop. And sure enough, first target was high a day, and I couldn't even get my sell out there when it did finally pop. Because I actually was looking to add. I wanted to add at 160 when it broke that level. It just ripped. It went, no ads, nothing. Took some off at like 101.30-ish. And then I got another point out of the last half of that. So it was like 2 points on half and a point on the other half. It was a great trade, and I'm actually really happy I locked it in when it did because it came right back to the 100 level, kind of just went sideways all day and then ended up kind of fading off. But the only reason I'm doing this trade recap, guys, is if you notice something that maybe you misread in the early morning and price action tells you were wrong and you stop out, whatever, learn from the mistake. Don't sit there and fight something all day, whatever. Like, I'm so happy that I shook that off, looked at WYNN and said, look, it's doing the exact same thing Monster did. Reclaim the psychological level. It's holding. Maybe it's not a short. So that was what I wanted to point out, guys. That's why I did the trade recap today. If you aren't understanding these concepts or you aren't finding these trades, head over to StockTraders.net. Drop me a DM, talk to Goose, talk to Titus, talk to somebody. Even the guys, just the community members, these guys are slaying it day in, day out. They come to us with some of the best ideas. It's so amazing to have that many sets of eyes on the market at all times. So I highly, highly recommend you guys come check us out. We have a free trading floor. There is a free 3-day trial for the premium room. So many crazy, awesome tools at your disposal over there, guys. Head on over, check us out. Drop me a DM. See you guys later. Peace.